My screen is blank. That's not a good sign. I'm gonna have to try to close it. Well, hopefully this live is more successful than it was the other day when I tried this and I was having so much trouble. So hopefully it goes okay. Welcome Friday Vibes. I hope some people come in. I'm not so sure it's going to work. I have a funny feeling because the other day this happened, so I might have to all over again. But we can do Oracle of Portals, which I like that. See what kind of vibe we can get. Remember, I use things as a tool to connect to the higher, self and to the divine and get in touch. So hopefully some alignment, some things. So Friday vibes, we got rebirth. That's, the phoenix, rising from the ashes, rebirth after the destruction, after the fall, something new is born, something powerful is born. That's pretty cool. I like that vibe. So there's the rebirth coming. I don't know if I push the wrong thing. It's going to mess my life up. Adventure. See hot air balloons. I see a different viewpoint, different vantage point. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I had a hard time the other day. When I had issues with my internet in the beginning, it didn't go live. It didn't send it out to anybody. So I hope that doesn't happen again. Also, I guess there was internet disruption on Wednesday. I believe it was Wednesday. There was an internet, nationwide internet disruption. That's wild. I'm going to do some art. I think I'm going to probably just do art because I have a feeling that this is not working. It's not sending it out. It's not showing it. I don't know what to do. I might just start it over. Land of Dreams. This is the portal. So dreamland, dream time, things coming in, information coming in. And this one says awake. So you're waking up. Okay, so somebody is here, thankfully. I wasn't sure if my internet was messed up again. So welcome into Karma Land. It's Friday Vibes. Spiritual talk, open chat, whatever you want to talk about. It's for entertainment purposes as well. I'm Karma Moon Studio. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope your Friday is good. I hope you have a great weekend. Get into alignment with yourself. Check with yourself. We got 9 people. Need a like. Realm of the Fae. Portal. Things that people don't always believe in. Put some, just have an open mind, right? Have an open mind. What do we think of this? Is it a possibility? Is it something that's out there? I do believe in stuff, guys. The portal, there's a lot of stuff out there. And I don't even necessarily think it's ghosts or anything to that, just to that degree, but I think it's there's different realms, there's different dimensions in time. Things are happening all at once, and I'm like, that's cool. It's really cool. We have no likes yet in Karma Land. We have magic. I'm gonna see the magic and create the magic. It is part of the manifesting belief, your belief system, your mindset, all of that. You're creating it. So there's that power. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you hit the like. I hope you're well. Ooh, this is interesting. This is the past. I did have a dream last night that felt a little bit like past. I've had a couple this week, actually, that felt a little bit like the past. Thank you for the little heart. I saw a little heart fly up. So this is like a portal to the past. And I feel like it gives what is that movie, Scrooge vibes? It gives that kind of a vibe where you're seeing the ghost of Christmas past. You're seeing the mistakes you may have made or the choices that you may have made, and maybe you wanted to make a different choice. And then you're in the present, then you're in the future, your higher self. So all of that happening, but you want to look back at those things, those choices you made, see what could have been different. But it all exists at once too. How does that, it's very fascinating. I'm a little out there and I believe all of it a little woo-woo. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with vibes. I love it. I hope you guys feel like commenting, feel free. Do we question things? Are we questioning what's going on? Are we questioning reality? Or is it are things a little scripted? Are things a little fake to get your distraction and attention? And what do you think's going on? I'm pretty out there lately with my thoughts. Pretty sure some stuff's happening to cause disturbance. It's been going on since 2020 as far as I can tell, but probably long before that. But that's when I became more aware and started to really see that stuff happening. Imagination, It's the portal of imagination. If you can believe it, you can make it happen. Not sure what happened. I got booted on my live. Hey, Kim, how are you? Welcome in, Isaiah. I hope you are all well this evening. Thanks for the like. Sorry, I'm having internet issues again. It's a thing. It's just a thing. I'm used to it now at this point. Hello, Ken. Isaiah, what's up? What's up? I think Isaiah has something to say to the group. Hey, Josh. How are you today? Thanks for the hearts, everyone. Thanks for the likes. So initiation. This is like an awakening, right? Initiation. You're being called to something. You're awakening to some new information. It's coming brand new to you. You're like, wow. Some of you are waking up to stuff, right? Yeah. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you. And again, they're also the land of dreams. So I think there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. Do you ever wonder? You really wonder, because I sure do. I do. Thanks for coming to Karma Land. I hope you're well tonight. I do, and I hope you have a great weekend. We like to discuss things and check it out and wonder, and like, you know what? It can't hurt to question things like what's going on. Some stuff's going on. Voyage, set sail, discovery, really. Discovery could be self-discovery, could be awakening again with the discovery of things. I mean, it's a lot of things that could be going on, right? Thanks, Josh and Isaiah, Karen. Thanks for coming in. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm already having internet issues. I am so sorry for that. It lags. It does things. It's annoying. There was an entire outage of Verizon on Wednesday. Like, was that a hacking thing? What was that? What's that about, guys? Who saw the movie Leave the World Behind, Netflix, a couple years back? That was quite an interesting film. And I think there's a lot of movies along the way that kind of give us clues and wonder, is this something going on? You know, is it hinting to you, letting you know something's going on? What's going on? Thanks for the likes. Ooh, the map maker of destiny. Authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. Map maker of destiny. That's cool. Just think about that. Imagine you're designing a map of your destiny. Imagine you're doing that. That's like cool as heck. P.S. Keanu Reeves is my favorite actor of all time. In case anyone was wondering, who's your favorite actor? I love him so much. Authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. I like that. I like this card. I think that's a pretty cool card. This is the Hidden Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. And then this is like a card for your abundance, right? It says Diamond Dreamer, Material Wealth, and True Prosperity. Number 6. This is number 24. So yeah, abundance coming in, and you're the map maker of your destiny. Like, that's a cool vibe. I like it. I think it's cool, because I think if you're a creative person, if you feel like you're a magical person, if you realize it and you open up those doorways, you realize it, you're calling in those things. You're calling in the power. You're calling it in. And I think that's cool, like the manifestation and all of that. I love it. The Phoenix again. This is the second deck where I got the Phoenix. Resurrection, surrender to change. You know, the rebirth was the first one. It's the Phoenix. After the ashes, you know, fall and everything, the Phoenix rises. After everything crumbles down, after something big happens. Could be something big, right? Could be death of a family member, or failure of your business or your marriage, or something happens that's so significant that you wake up. It forces you to wake up. It forces you to grow again, to change, to shift. We're always shifting anyway, every day, little by little. We're always shifting. We make choices for our future self, our higher selves. You know, we got the Metal King, armor, boundaries, and discipline. That's an interesting card. Protection vibe, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I love being woo-woo. It's just what it is, okay? All right. Not many people are here or chatting. I hope you guys feel like you could chat and open up and talk a little. This is 528 hertz frequency. Do you guys hear frequencies? Are you aware of that stuff in the ley lines and the portals and the intersection vortex things? Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Do you get the like ear ringing occasionally? You're like, what's that? Because you can kind of feel shifting. You can almost be a witness to the shifting energy. Yeah, I think I'm going to create some art soon. I think I'm going to do some painting and collaging, because it's fun to be creative, and sometimes you can find some magic there for yourself as well. Inspiration, all of that. Does anybody have anything interesting? I love when we have chatters that come in and talk about cool stuff. Yesterday somebody said something about, what if we're living in a light bulb? Really cool, strange comment, but very interesting. Why not think about it? Why not question these things? Fascinating. I like the movie Men in Black. I like the Star Wars movies. You know, be open to everything, open to all the possibilities, because I think it all can exist. It's all, there's all these levels and layers and things happening, right? I'm trying to decide if there's another deck of cards I want to pull. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think I'll just create some stuff, guys. Does this resonate with anybody? I'm big into the alien stuff, as you can plainly see. I do want to do a giveaway one of these days, and I probably will. I'll give away some keychains or something that I make with the alien's face. I really am inspired by all these things day to day. You know, you're experiencing something day to day, and like, what's this mean? What does this mean? Is this clue? Is there something put in my way, in my path for me to see, to discover, to take a clue from? I feel like everything is like that. It was a show that used to be around called Touch. It was a very short period of time, but Kiefer Sutherland was in that show, and it was like everything was connected. Everything meant something. It was connected. Everyone had a piece of the pie, a piece of the clue, a piece of the puzzle, and all together it connected. And I thought that was a brilliant show, although it didn't last very long. It was a really good show. I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah. I can't believe Kiefer Sutherland got arrested because of some interaction with a car ride person. So like maybe an Uber driver or something to that degree. And I'm kind of curious what happened, because that's suspicious to me. Like, you're 60-year-old person going about your life, and suddenly this occurs, and you have to wonder, did something instigate that? What happened? Very strange. Very interesting and strange. Well, thanks again for the people that came and hit the like. I appreciate you so much. I would like more interaction, but we'll try again next time, maybe. I like talking with people when they come in. It makes it fun. The interaction's fun. I've got one person hanging out in the bushes, as I say. Eagle's probably having his dinner currently, so you know he's busy. What can we do? What can we do? I'm trying to decide. Do I hang on? Do I log out? I don't know. A couple more minutes, I suppose. Free will. That's the second time I pulled something about free will. Get out of your cocoon. I guess that means your like safety space, but you gotta try things. We gotta try stuff, guys. You are the only one here. I know. It's okay. That just means you're awesome. We have Mr. Steves, 427. Hey, how are you? So it says there's 3 people here now, but yeah, for a while you were the only one here hanging out. Was your name Riley's World before? Did you change it? Sometimes people change their name, and I can't keep up, you know? But yeah. Hope you're all well. I would love to chat with you guys about stuff like movies, spiritual stuff, interesting things. If anyone has any weird things that have occurred and you're like, well, what is that? What did that mean? Because I have things that happen all the time that are very intriguing to me. Very intriguing to me. And it happens quite frequently. So after the first, few times, you can't be, it's a coincidence, that's suspicious. Like, what's going on? There's stuff going on that we can't explain. There's just stuff going on we can't explain. And there's definitely more. I'm definitely a little bit of a conspiracy area with things as well. Like, I'm aware of what's going on, like the puppet show, what's going on to like distract our attention, things like that. But being aware, realizing you're powerful, you're magical. I just dropped the card box. I always drop stuff, follow what lights you up. Okay. My deck box fell, but whatever. Follow what lights you up, doing what I do. So like, I have a very big opinion about God. Do you really want this information? I think everything is God. You're God. Everything is God. All of it. We're all like nature, earth, the sky, the stars, the water, all of it is God. And so we have to love God, respect God, have a good relationship with God in that department. Different than what we're being told in books, right? Different than what we're being told. But that's, hopefully you were ready for that comment from me, for that answer, because I think there are ascended masters. So like people like Buddha and Jesus are ascended masters that were here, living the life in harmony with earth and things. That's just me. That's just me. That's why it's nice to be kind and wonderful and gentle to other people, because they're also God. I always think that there's a song that Clay Aiken sang about for Christmas time, Mother Mary, when you kissed your, what is that song? Hold on. It makes me cry because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. When you kiss your baby, you're kissing the face of God. I love that line. It's a powerful line. It gives me goosebumps because like when you realize how you're treating other people, you're treating God. So it's big. It's a big, big, big thing. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. I think it's nice to be compassionate to people that are homeless, and like we're not supposed to really judge. I know in the book of God, sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to people who believe that way, but yeah, exactly. No one knows but try. I feel like it's all connected for sure. For sure. And I'm not trying to pick on things, but people that really, listen to like the Bible and stuff. It's a lot of words that we're taking out of context and were rewritten by men over and over the years, So I don't know. I feel like a lot of things, just keeping it real. A lot of religions are here to kind of control people. So there's certain things that control people, and you have to like allow people to have the free will. I pulled the free will card 2 times, 2 different decks today, and it matters. Like free will, hopefully you do well with your free will. Hopefully you're kind to other people and generous, and you understand yourself and you love yourself and you love others, and it's sort of basic and simple, but I think people forget that. If you go out and you interact in the day, sometimes there's people that aren't nice to other people and they think they're better, and that's not really true either. That's just my opinion, but thank you. What do you guys think? And spiritual stuff, like some people think there's ghosts. I used to kind of think there's spirits and stuff because I would see things and things happen to me, but I've realized it's other dimensions and there's frequencies and things, and so they can kind of connect through the different dimensions sometimes. Have you ever seen the movie Soul? Because I love that movie. I feel like that's a really good explanation, and it shows a lot in that. Because there's different realms, like parallel universe and dimension, all those things, and you can kind of like tap into them a little. The quantum stuff. I don't understand all of it, but I think it's fascinating. Your spirit sparkles when you connect with what you love. Do the things that make you happy, passionate, your art, your creativity, your writing, your drawing, or whatever you love. Yeah, they're liberated from humanity. I like that perspective. It's intriguing, right? It's intriguing, but I think that you can connect like to different dimensions. Like I could connect to my higher self or my younger self, right? There's a dimension, there's a way to do it. How many stories have you ever heard someone tell when they thought that they saw someone looking at them from a corner of a room and then it was gone or something like that? I always feel like the vibe heavily that's themselves checking back on themselves when they're like from a higher dimension. My daughter was telling me a story because she was falling in love and in a relationship, and she was thinking about how she imagines herself to be a 90-year-old woman looking back at her younger self, falling in love and going through all of it and being in the moment. That to me was really cool to hear her explain it like that. I thought that was really beautiful because yeah, we're trying to live our life, but at the same time, all of it's happening at once, and you're looking at yourself falling in love and you're like remembering it, and it's a beautiful time, but you're an 80 or 90-year-old woman in a nursing home and your partner has already passed on or something. Yeah. Yes. Very, very true. And like everything is magical to me. Like when I'm outside and the crows are looking and watching over me, it can sound a little nutty. It can sound nutty to people that aren't really in that same realm with you, but I think that there's some connection there with the animal spirits and things and all of the things. It's really, really cool. It's really cool. Express your creativity in a way that is fun. I think this is an interesting picture. Express your creativity in a way that is fun. Well, I appreciate this conversation. I do appreciate it because I like hearing other people's thoughts as well in conversation. And like I feel like my ancestors that passed on do look in after me, do look in after my children, are kind of surrounding us with protection. Like I do tend to think that aliens and angels are the same thing, the same protective vibe, but I could be wrong. That's just the vibe that I get. I mean, I do believe I had interaction with an alien when I was 5 years old, and that over the years have checked in on me a few times, and that's interesting. But could they as angels? It's not like I saw something with wings. So I don't know. Aliens and angels, I for a while now, for a few years, I've been thinking they're the same, but I don't know. I do like doing research and finding out about ley lines and intersection vortexes, different things, but also how many people over history have had drawings on walls that look like alien ships and things like that. Like, wow, that's cool. Ooh, you do? Stop it right now. Are you serious? That's so cool. I feel like we get along really well. That's really cool that you said that. Wow, I love it. I'm going to screenshot that because I really believe that. I've been believing it for a few years. I really, really, really believe that. That's so cool. I like to hear other people, what they're going through, what they think, what's happening. Do you feel protected? Do you feel, because I feel like there's things happening on a day-to-day basis that's literally showing me I'm protected now. Like, more than I had realized. And I don't know if it's ancestors and whatever protecting from the other side. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I've read, listen, Jeremiah, I've read the Book of Enoch. I've read it, right? I don't believe in demons. I think that you create heaven and hell within yourself, with your belief system now, here. Here and now is heaven and hell. Heaven or hell, however you choose to see life, right? And I don't really believe in demons, although my friend Eagle does. I do not. I don't think that that's a thing. I think that you can be tempted, right, to do this or this or this, and you can either be... You also just assign good or evil. You assign if something's good or bad. You're in charge of all of that. It's each person has their life. But I don't... Granted, I watched the movie The Exorcist when I was a teenager. And it didn't make me want to play with Ouija boards or anything like that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't think I'll be playing with a Ouija board. But I don't know that I believe it either. You know what I mean? It's just a movie. But you have to wonder. You have to wonder. That's interesting. I mean, I do, like I said, I like Keanu Reeves, so I saw him in, what was that movie? With the demons and stuff. That was a weird movie. I do like talking about movies, by the way, PS as well. I like that, Derek. I like that. I do kind of like that. I think that for me, it's like everything is, like everything together. Oh, Constantine. Yes, you're right, Charles. You're right. Constantine. I mean, I love Keanu Reeves and anything. So that movie was kind of creepy, right? It was a little disturbing. But I don't think so. I mean, granted, I haven't experienced it, so I wouldn't know. But maybe somebody out there's experienced that, you know, so I don't know. I don't know. But I believe in, like, I have this, like, positive outlook on life. So I mostly see things for good. I mostly see positive. And also, like, we have things at our disposal for tools that we can choose to use for good or for bad. You know what I mean? You make that choice. Oh, that's so interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I forget now that you said that. Now you're making me want to rewatch the movie. I really like Keanu Reeves, so I can watch any movie he's in at any point. I love him so much. But yeah, it's okay to do the things that you've been wanting to do. So try something. Try something. That's interesting. Yeah, I like that, Jeremiah. I like that. And that's the point of the free will thing, right? You get to live your life the way you're choosing, and you're setting your own guidelines. You're setting your own rules, and that's pretty cool, right? For yourself. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Seeing the Prophecy. Is that a movie? Do you know who's in it? Thank you guys for talking, because it makes it much more fun, much more enjoyable to have interaction. It really does. So I don't know, The Prophecy. I feel like that must be a movie. You know what movie I think is really cool, and I'll tell you all about it. I can go on and on and on about movies all day long. Steve Martin in the movie Leap of Faith, right? He is telling a story to people. He's telling a story to people, and he's selling belief, right? And saying, if you believe, you will be healed, and this kind of thing. And he's scamming. He's a scammer. They're scamming, but they're doing it pretty good, you know, doing a good job scamming. And oh, you're saying yes about the angels thing. And this movie Soul is good. But anyway, there is a kid that has trouble walking. He's got some issues with his legs, and then he's like a teenager probably. And then he begins to walk because he believes. And then he walks, and the guy's like, you're scamming me, because he was the scammer. But the belief really healed him. There is that power of your belief system that you can heal. I believe in it 100%. You know, when you hear about the placebo effect, somebody believes that this medicine's helping them heal. They believe it so much it does heal them. They're putting the faith out there in the wrong thing, however, because really you are that powerful. Your body heals anyway. There's tricks to doing some of the healing. Sometimes you have to do some like intermittent fasting, right? Meditation and different things. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Hi, Clover. How are you? But yeah, so I just feel like there's a lot of interesting things, and it's all based on what you want out of your life, what you believe. I say the, what did I say it was? Anyway, it escapes me. It does. It often does. When you get older, you forget things. It happens. It happens. You're on a roll saying the thing. But anyway, I got this card again that said, express your creativity in a way that is fun. Also, just do the things you enjoy. That's really the point. And just do the things, make yourself, you know, have a good time, laugh, do the things in life, right? I think it came out again. I can't understand how it's come out 3 times. How could I say that, Derek? How could I possibly say that? It's true for me, right? I say it for anyone else. Everyone else gets to decide for themselves. I'm not in charge. I think that would be crazy. No, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think sinful is a created word to control people, in my opinion. And I don't think any of that's true, Clover, but you're welcome to your opinion always. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love to be challenged. By the way, Clover was the name of the guy in a book that was a really bad character. So, you know, it is what it is. We do choose if we are, you make your mind up if something is good or bad, if it's evil or whatever. You make your mind up. Your mind creates that because you're a powerful being. Your mind can create that for you. And I feel like some religions are a really good way of controlling people and keeping them. Yes. No, I just think that people need to have that to make their decisions for themselves, right? I agree. Nothing's wrong with seeking joy. Joy, you know, is easy and peaceful. Like you're paint or create some music or draw. And then somebody that would control you may say that that was a bad drawing. Like my mother told me my painting was evil because it had red in it. Like cut it out. And that's being controlled. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't make your art because you're making it like look evil. Like what? What kind of crazy pill did you take? Oh, you're back. Hacker's back. He's coding. Hacker's coding. Watch out, everyone. That's awesome. So, like, I've had a relationship with Jesus, Clover. Thank you for your important information. You're so awesome. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of people that have too much negativity because I'm much more of a positive person. Jesus wanted everyone to find the light within themselves. I mean, people want to make the Bible the holy whatever belonging, you know. I agree with that to a certain degree because when you're teaching them safety measures. You're teaching them how to do this or that. Like you're growing things. I mean, I'm like, you know, I've raised plenty of kids. Right. And not making them feel bad. Like you're letting them be who they are, letting them flourish, letting them do the things that make them feel good. I'm sure you're right. Yeah. Say hi, Hacker's back. Hacker's back coding, breaking the system. I do like to challenge. I think it's really important to challenge the belief systems because, yeah. I see what you're saying about some control, yada, yada. But what other shows or movies does anyone like and want to talk about? I'll be back. Yeah. That's funny. When I'm alive, that's funny stuff. Fun. That made me think of the Mannequin movie. I have no idea. Okay. I gotcha. It just made me think of the Mannequin movie from like the 80s or 90s. I don't know. Like a long time ago. You guys are fun. I do appreciate the interaction. I do appreciate challenging things. Yeah. That movie, I like those movies to a degree, right? I think there's always clues and things. There's always something that can be taken away. A lesson to be learned. Something to take away. I know. I figured it out, but it was still funny. I think funny. Thank you, Hacker. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the interaction. I do appreciate it so much. I think it's from okay, morality, whatever, that stuff you decide for yourself somewhere, right? You decide at some point. But for me, when you're an innocent little child, usually innocent children look out for other people and they care. They have this, usually they're just genetically, like, organically kind to animals, usually. I mean, it's not always the case, but I'm just going to say speak in general terms. So you decide, I guess, right? Yeah, you decide, and you think people matter. People are important. Like, everyone matters, and kindness and stuff. So you just decide. But that's a good question, and a very beautiful, challenging question. I feel like that you could write a whole, paper on, and do some research, because it's very interesting. But letting people figure stuff out for themselves as well, I guess, right? I don't know. It's a little bit philosophical in some degree, because we're talking a little bit of morality and things. I mean, I have books that I like to look at, and this is the Spiritual Teachings. A gentleman who is 90-something years old told me about this book, so then I bought the book, off eBay. And it's inspiring. All the books that I look through are inspiring. Do we need an evolution or a revolution? I just want to know what you mean. Right? Just curious. Evolution or revolution? I think so too. Everything is meant to be challenged. I do think that's true. I think that people with, there's a lot of sensitive people, which I fall in the sensitive category, and I care about people at a, like, really soul level. Like, I care about people, like, and I feel like that there's a lot of people like that care about people. You want to see everyone happy. You want to see everyone succeed. You want to see the good, and you want to, like, life wants to be more of a balance. I have the optimistic gene or something, because I'm a Sagittarius, so, like, I tend to see things in an optimistic way. Like, things will turn out well. Knowing it and believing it helps to manifest that, if that makes sense, right? Right. Just like the Nickelback song, Revolution. I do like that. That's interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Jeremiah. And it's really cool to hear your thoughts and how you came to that. I like it a lot. I think it's really neat. Thank you for sharing that. I do feel like, for me, God is like universe, is everything, right? It's everything manifest. It's everything. Sorry, my battery's low, I guess. And so there is a protection. I do feel secure and safe. I don't know. Everything happens and unfolds the way it's meant to, for the lesson, for the learning, for this path that I'm on, for me, my experience. Like, I don't know. I can't answer for anybody else. I can only answer for what I've been going through in my life and things I've gone through, my growth process. When I watch movies like The Neverending Story, The Labyrinth, The Wizard of Oz, and the ending, knowing that you had the power all along, you had to go through the entire process to then realize that you had the power all along. A lot of times you are your perfect you when you're like a kid, when you're like 4 or 5 years old, you're you, and then life and society kind of molds you into a different you, and you have to, like, get back to the original you. If that makes any sense at all. I think so, because of my experience. I'm 50, so I've been through quite a long time. Half a century. Oh, yeah, half a century. Is that right? Yeah. Sometimes my brain is, like, too much, doing too many, like, compute. Yeah, see? There are parts of it that make so much sense. So much sense. Not that I don't hold it in this. I mean, there's different books and different things, right? Yeah. I'm not in tarot. I don't really tarot, but I like oracle cards that are artistic. I started to create my own artistic cards, right? That are inspiring. Like, I have, this is a deck, this is an oracle deck, right? It's a love yourself deck. It's just to teach you about taking for yourself, self-care, like, it says grow belonging. Like, I mean, this different things. So anyway, some people do tarot super good, but I'm not a tarot person. I don't understand it. I just know, like, an ace is like a yes card or something. I don't know the tarot. And, like, for this one, I think this is an abundance card. It's number 22, which is my number. You can learn synchronicities for you, what works for you. The synchronicities show up in your life to call you and remind you, hey, you're on path. Hey, let's work on the alignment. There's just things that you can help program yourself, really. And so for me, number 22 is like my number. So this would be my card. And there's a 5 says own your star, and then abundance is coming in. So that's how I interpret it, but it's different, right? These are not, the ones I'm holding right now are not tarot. They're just cards. They're different. Innocent, pure, uncorrupted. Right. I think that the world corrupts us because living in this world, going by the systems, going by this, it corrupts us. So we got to get out of that system, right? We got to remember, like, don't quit your daydream. Here's like, and these are like little sweet innocent cards. Like there's, what is that? Yeah. What is with YouTube? I don't know. I can't tell you the answer to that. Funk Congress. Is that your name? Funk Congress? I think that it just certain people like them or they relate with them or they understand them. If you're an artist or if you're an emotional and sensitive person, I feel like those people tend to be more in that realm, I guess. You know, and if you're more of a mathematician and a science person, you're going to be doing something different, right? Some people are writers and artists and some people and create music and some people are engineers and they do other things. So it's just the way life is, right? And sometimes there's engineers on here. You can find different things. You find the creative artists, you find this. There's so many things on YouTube. Talk or whatever site you're on. But if it's not your thing, then obviously you should scroll and find the thing that's your thing, right? Some people like to build things and build boats and do, like, that's cool. That's really awesome. I'm mad respect that. They're talented and that's needed also, right? Yeah. Hey guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me for a little while. I appreciate the conversation. You guys are all very smart, asking really good questions, and I love that for you. Thanks for coming and hanging out in Karma Land for a little while with me. And until next time, peace.